Hi everyone, welcome to Neil Talks. My name's Neil, and it's time to talk about Dinner for One. Happy New Year and frohes neues Jahr for all my German viewers. Tonight's going to be something a little different, and that's because I'm checking out what's become a bit of a German tradition. I found out about this movie, Dinner for One, which is really a short film. Not a movie length, but a short film on QI, the British panel show.
What's the most repeated TV show of all time?
Oh, Top Gear.
It's a German show.
It's a British comedian, two British comedians.
The Duchess, the waiter, or...
It's called Dinner for One.
That's right.
And it's shown on every channel in Germany on December the 31st every year, and has been since 1972.
Freddie Frinton.
Freddie Frinton, you're right, plays a butler.
What's going on with it? Every single channel, every single year?
It's become a cult. It's unavoidable in Germany. They have parties for it. It's just a tradition. I think, to give Germans their credit, they laugh as much ironically at it as we would if we saw it. It's just one of those things that happens to have become an extraordinary tradition.
It's become a national tradition, watching this short film. And I need to know why. I don't know what about it may appeal to Germany in particular, or whether it's just a funny, entertaining short film that's become part of the cultural fabric. So I'm just super curious. I know nothing about this film other than it's, I believe, an English film from the 40s or 50s, maybe even earlier than that. There's a handful of different versions online on YouTube. The version I'm watching is in black and white. It's the longest one I could find, so I don't feel like it's been trimmed down at all. I'll include the link in the description below if you want to check it out. I'm going to try and include the entire film in this reaction. I don't know whether that's going to work. There may be a copyright lawyer watching out for just such a thing out there in the world, but we'll see what happens. May have to edit it down, but I'd love to include the whole thing for all of you. In any case, let's jump into it. This is Dinner for One. Freddie Frinton. The 90th Geburtstag. The 90th birthday, right? Or Dinner for One. Okay. So we've got German titles. Does that mean...
Verehrtes Publikum, meine Damen und Herren. Ich wünsche Ihnen sehr viel Vergnügen, meine Damen und Herren, verehrtes Publikum.
I took 2 years of German nearly 40 years ago, so I was paying really close attention there, trying to glean anything from that, and I got maybe every 10th word. But Miss Sophie's having her 90th birthday. This is where all her friends sit. This is James the butler. And nobody comes anymore because they've all passed away? Whoa.
You're looking very well this evening, Miss Sophie.
Well, I'm feeling very much better. Thank you, James.
Good.
Well, is everybody here?
Indeed they are, yes.
Sir Toby.
Sir Toby, yes, he's sitting here this year, Miss Sophie.
Admiral von Schneider.
Admiral von Schneider is sitting here, Miss Sophie.
Mr. Pomeroy.
Mr. Pomeroy, I've put round here for you.
And my very dear friend, Mr. Winterbottom.
On your right, as you requested, Miss Sophie.
Thank you, James. You may now serve the soup.
The soup. Thank you very much, Miss Sophie. Thank you.
No. This has definitely got sort of Mr. Bean vibes already. I kind of love it. I love his walk.
A drop of mulligatawny soup, Miss Sophie.
I'm particularly fond of mulligatawny soup, James.
Yes,
It's so much fun to say, mulligatawny.
I think we'll have sherry with the...
Oh, by the way, the same procedure as last year, Miss Sophie?
The same procedure as every year, James.
It's the same procedure.
As every year, James, yes.
Oh.
Sir Toby.
Cheerio, Miss Sophie.
Oh, well done, James.
Admiral von Schneider.
Must I say it this year, Miss Sophie?
Just to please me, James.
Just to please you. Very good, yes.
He's going to be drinking for 4.
Skull.
Mr. Pomeroy.
Happy New Year, Sophie.
Oh, I love it. They've all got such different voices. This is going to get hilarious.
Dear Mr. Winterbottom.
Well, here we are again, old love is to me and thee, last blessed old.
Oh, good job, James.
Delicious, James.
Thank you, Miss Sophie. Glad you enjoyed it.
I think we'll have white wine with the fish.
The same procedure as last year, Miss Sophie?
The same
Procedure
procedure
as
as every
every
year, James.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. It's just a stage play. And the like you can see the repetition coming, but man, is it fun already. Oh. Sir Toby likes a strong pour. Is that Sir Toby? That's the Admiral. Oh, they'll come to me. Mr. Winterbottom. He's getting his steps in this act, in this routine. Oh, he missed it.
Sir Toby.
Cheerio, Sophie Miguel.
Sir Toby.
Admiral von Schneider.
Oh, must I, Miss Sophie?
James.
Same procedure as every year.
Skull.
Oh.
Mr. Pomeroy.
Mr. Pomeroy.
Yes, Sophie.
It's kicking in.
Mr. Winterbottom.
Well, here we are again, old love is to me and thee, last all out. By gum, you're looking younger than ever, love. Younger than ever.
Oh. Uh-oh. We're only on the fish, James. How many courses do... Oh, boy.
That looks a very fine bird.
That's a lovely chuck is that, I'll tell you.
I think we'll have champagne with the bird.
Cyprus says last night.
Same procedure as every year, James. Admiral von Schneider.
Mazda, Miss Lawson.
James.
Skull.
Oh, dear.
Mr. Pomeroy.
Happy New Year, Sophie. It's one of the nicest little women. One of the nicest little women that's ever breathed.
Uh-oh. I've been there. Well, the actress is doing an incredible job just...
I think we'll have port with the fruit.
No. Cypress
The same procedure as every year, James.
Sugar in the morning.
Admiral von Schneider.
Skull.
Mr. Pomeroy.
Sorry, madam. Sorry.
Mr. Winterbottom.
Ooh, I'll kill that cat.
Been really a wonderful party.
It's been most unpleasant.
And I think I'll retire. As I was saying, I think
Oh, by the way, the same procedure as last year, Miss Sophie?
the same procedure as every year, James.
Well, I'll do my very best.
Oh, Freddie, Frinton. Oh, God, man. That's awesome. May Warden. I love it. That was hilarious. That was so much fun. I have a soft spot for comedy like this, and I don't know why. It just, obviously it's nostalgic, but it's much older than I am, but it feels like the kind of thing my grandparents would have adored. I think that's what it is. And I love it. I love it. You know, we inherit senses of humor from our parents, and they inherit from their parents. So, you know, we're connected to our ancestors through our humor, and this feels like something that would have made my opa, my Dutch grandfather, absolutely bust a gut. I can't wait to show this to my parents. That's where my mind's at right now. So yeah, this was so much fun. I'm so glad I found out about it. I'm so glad I took the time to check it out and react to it. I'm super curious. It's made for German television. It's not that they just found a short British film and decided to play it on German TV. They filmed this in front of a German audience. They have a German narrator. It's a German crew. It's filmed for the NDR, which I'm assuming is like the German equivalent of the BBC. So, so curious. Is there enough of a market for English-speaking content for the domestic German audience? I mean, I know Europeans put the rest of the world to shame. Well, certainly put North America to shame as far as knowing other languages. The typical person from the Netherlands knows like 4 languages, like fluent in 4 languages, because they speak Dutch and German and English and French, and in Canada, we're taught a little French, but I'm by no means fluent. But I've traveled a lot. I've met a lot of Germans and Scandinavians who have cleaner English accents than I do, and it's frankly embarrassing. So I'm not at all surprised that English humor can work in Germany. I'm just surprised that this was made domestically in Germany. I find that fascinating. But anyway, I love this. It's a 1-act play. There is nothing different from watching this in on the screen or going to the theater and seeing this performed live for you. It's a single set. It's 2 actors. It's a single take. Yeah, they had 2 cameras in here just so we can get some close-ups and stuff. But the whole thing is told from a single viewpoint if you're so inclined, and it's so funny. I love it. It's a simple setup. There's a beautiful repetition to the humor. It's just each course is exactly the same, and it's just that James the butler's drunkenness accelerates throughout the play, and just gets funnier and funnier and funnier. And I love that these 4 gentlemen from our woman's past are there in spirit, and James is performing the role of all 4 of them, and he puts on different voices for them, and he fulfills the role at the end, which presumably they all fulfilled over the course of her life as well. I just love it. It's just plain funny. It's endearing and sweet. I don't know what it's almost like mime. You almost don't need to. You wouldn't necessarily even need to understand English to love this humor, and maybe that's why it works well in a foreign market. It definitely reminds me of Mr. Bean, which it's not quite so mimey as Bean is, because he barely utters a word ever. But it's exaggerated physical comedy, and yet it doesn't feel exaggerated. It just feels extreme. But oh gosh, it's just so entertaining. I don't know what more to say than that. There's no deep analysis here. I like the few subtle set design choices. Like, very clever to have single cups that are non-transparent, just to give poor Freddie a bit of a break. It certainly appears like he's drinking a lot, and I'm sure it's not alcoholic during the performance, but just the amount of the volume that he's drunk would drive me to the bathroom before the play was up. The tiger skin rug is hilarious. How much fun do you have with a single piece of set dressing, a single prop like that, where there becomes a pattern, and he's just going to trip over it every time. And then there's the one time where he misses it completely by accident, and then he skips over it. And then there's every time he confronts the tiger head, there's a new solve to it. And it just gets funnier and funnier and funnier with the repetition of it all. I could totally see why this would be a blast to watch on an annual basis. And why not make that a New Year's Eve tradition? It's a drinking party every time. I'm sure there are drinking games that go along with this. I'm sure there are people who try and keep up with poor James while watching this. That would kill me, but I get the... I'm sure there are people that have tried. But I love it. What a way to say goodbye to 2022. What a great way to ring in 2023. I oh man, this just made me happy. This just made me really, really happy, and I genuinely can't wait to show this to my parents and watch it with them, and make them laugh as much as I laughed watching this. That's where I'm at right now. That's where I hope all of you are. I hope all of you have an amazing New Year's celebration. I hope 2022 was a good one for you. I hope 2023 brings you everything you need and want. And I can't wait to see you all again in the coming year. So until the next time, everybody, take care, stay healthy. We'll see you soon. Cheers.